Hi, this is Puspa. Today I'm going to present about inclusion of children with disabilities and diverse developmental needs in early childhood education, which is creating belonging, supporting potential, and building future together. Let's quickly jump into the next slide, which is introduction to inclusion. Inclusive education for disabled and special needs children in the early childhood settings. Inclusive education is all children welcomed, respected, followed, and supported within the early childhood learning setting without exception based on their disability or learning needs. Inclusive education is centered to participation, belonging, equality, and a regard for diversity. Educators are fundamental to the construction of caring and safe learning spaces for children, providing the structure by modifying pedagogical strategies, classroom activities according to environmental, conducive to social, emotional, and behavioral and communication development, while encouraging collaboration and empathy between children. Let's quickly jump into the next slide, which is why inclusion is important. All children are entitled to high quality education with equality of participation in the learning process. Inclusion helps us to further the principle of social justice, decreasing discrimination, and increasing equality for all children. Children with disabilities show enhanced emotional and social development and as a well academic growth when they are placed with other children without disabilities. Other children who with typically developing skills develop qualities such as empathy, tolerance, cooperation, and acceptance of differences. It has been acknowledged that inclusive teaching has helped promote more cooperation between all parties, including the teachers, parents, and health professionals for all children. The next slide, which is legislation and policy frameworks. Numerous laws and policies endorse inclusion in early childhood education. According to the United Nations Convention on the Rights of the Child, all children have to right to education to be involved, included, and protected. The Disability Discrimination Act 1992 prohibits discriminations and promotes equal access to education in Australia, particularly to disabled children. Inclusion, children's well-being, diversity, and quality are being promoted by the National Quality Framework and the Early Childhood Australia Code of Ethics and further policy frameworks. Let's talk about benefits of inclusive education. In an inclusion setting, children can be involved in social participation, cooperation, and feel a sense of belonging. Social participation, cooperation, and belonging are fostered by inclusive classrooms. Social participation, cooperation, and belonging are fostered within inclusive classrooms. Inclusive classrooms promote social participation, cooperation, and a sense of belonging. The benefits to families result from increased partnerships between educators and supporting systems, and the wider community also comes to accept and understand diversity. Research has indicated that provide positive experience with inclusion in early childhood education may lead to greater success for the child both academically and socially in subsequent years. This is the advantage of inclusive education. The next slide, which is characteristics of inclusive practices. Inclusive practices needs to be concerned with developing environments that take into consideration the needs of all children. It requires a wide variety of teaching strategies on the part of the teacher that can be used to teach and support children. This could involve such things as differentiated teaching, modeling, scaffolding, and positive reinforcement. Working together, it is important for the educators, therapists, healthcare worker, and family to work in partnership in order to help with the participant of the child, and authentic support can be given. Collaboration is also needed with the educator, therapist, health professional, and family working together to provide authentic support to the child. So yeah, these are the main characteristics for the inclusive practices. Next slide is example of inclusive responses. There are several different approaches like that educator can take in meeting the diverse needs of children. For a child with needs to a child's condition, and the educator may speak clearly, restate what has been said, use visual aids, and make activities tactile. A child with physical needs may have a physical support need which can be made by a support chair, physical aids, or by having a wheelchair accessible environment. A child with behavioral or emotional needs activities may need routine or structure, whatever emotional support and a positive educator child relationship, a child with communication needs could be support through using AAC system, gestures, visual arts, or using key word sign to participate. It's like the simple examples, and I'm writing this example according to Barton and Smith, which is 2015, also mentioned in the slide as well. So let's quickly jump into the last slide, which is conclusion. Finally, the inclusion of all children shows that inclusive education is one of the values that underpin a high quality childhood education and care setting. All children are entitled to an equal chance to be belong and to be respected in all learning environments. Inclusion facilitates children's social, emotional, behavioral, cognitive, and academic learning through respect, a sense of ownership and belonging, and quality like equality in a diverse environment. As a professional, the teacher should be able to offer a responsive environment that takes care of the individual needs of the child, and the environment should also be able to respond to the child. It will provide parents and support workers with the opportunity to develop an enabling perception of the child, have a sense of empowerment, and have a sense of belonging to the group. The last slide, which is reference list here, and thank you so much. This is all for today. Thank you.